To make a few extra bucks, some teens do a little babysitting, others get part-time jobs. Then there's a growing group of mini moguls taking things to a whole different level. Today, national correspondent Amy Robach is here to explain that. I think I'm not going to like these kids right off the bat.
Yeah, it's a lot to live up to, Matt, and you coined the phrase, right, mini moguls. That's what these kids are. According to the Small Business Administration, just under 500,000 people under the age of 25 are self-employed, and among that number, some very enterprising young business owners who haven't even finished high school. Like many teens this time of year, 15-year-old Dustin Satloff is thinking baseball. But for Dustin, baseball season means business, literally. Do you know about, at this point, how many bats you've sold?
Around 750 bats.
How much do they retail for?
$60.
For the past 4 years, this high school sophomore has been balancing schoolwork with the demands of running his company, Satbat. Was there a moment when he said, hey, Mom and Dad, I want to design a bat?
It was at Home Depot. Quite seriously. And he'd say, can we get a lathe? I want to make bats. Well, we have an apartment in New York. You can't really fit a lathe in here.
This is where I keep my stuff.
Very cool. And I see you've got your patents here.
Yes. This is the design patent I received last year for one of my bats. It's a two-tone carbonized bamboo barrel and a natural handle.
Now Dustin's bats are manufactured in China.
I don't think they know he's 15 years old, but it doesn't really matter because he pays on time.
So this is your fulfillment center, right?
Yeah.
And you say 500 to 700 bats here. They're all paid for.
Yes, all of them.
And spring is right around the corner, so you're ready, right?
Yeah.
What's your role as mom and dad when he is the role of young entrepreneur?
Reminding him that when someone pays you for a bat and places an order that that bat needs to be sent out, that, you know, yes, you might have homework to do, but you run a business.
The initial funding for the business came when Dustin licensed a trading card game he invented when he was only 10 years old. What's the best part about owning your own business?
Well, it's fun. I like it. I like getting calls from reps, talking to them, selling bats to them.
And hopefully making a little money?
Yeah, definitely.
There is a push to make the younger generation more money savvy, including shows like PBS's Biz Kids.
$8 expenses, $20 revenue, that's $12 profit.
Wow! And efforts by the National Foundation to teach entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship education is a great gateway to financial literacy. And the goal really is to help kids understand the power of ownership and start to envisioning their own future.
Obviously, these kids are well prepared to take on the real world, but there is a call by some for more financial and business training for teens in order to better prepare them for surviving in this economy. Only 3 states, Utah, Missouri, and Tennessee, mandate financial education in high school. 17 more incorporate that type of curriculum into other courses, Matt. But that story right there will make us all feel fairly inadequate in terms of their drive, their motivation, and their ability to succeed.
But I like what that young lady said. We now know the value of $1, and if we could teach kids that at a young age, that's half the battle.
Question.
Amy, thank you very much. Up next, skip the takeout. Mark Bittman is going to show us how to make fried rice at home.
Are we live?
But first, this is Today on NBC.
Looks really great.